Hi Gemini, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Gemini is your bi-weekly general reading for the time between the 23rd of January and the 6th of February. I'm going to pull 6 cards initially. The first 3 are going to relate to this last week in January, and the second 3 cards are going to relate to the first week in February. I've already shuffled and meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera and then we'll get started, my darlings. Now I've started doing that with my eyes closed actually, because I think the cards they've missed me just as I've missed them. Okay, so I think there's one more, that one as well. Okay, so my darlings, for those of you new to my channel, these are the cards for the weeks and these are your clarifiers. I'll know when to pick them. I don't do this for suspense. I do this because I connect with the energies on the cards, so I have to have them face down, even though sometimes that doesn't even help. Yeah, I can do that where you can say, oh, I think that's the Two of Pentacles. Like, I can do that. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. So it's better to be face down. Okay, my darlings, at the base of your reading is the Page of Wands. Oh, very nice, Gemini. Oh, happy 2019, by the way. I've been ill for like 3 weeks, so I'm just getting back up to speed. It's still not quite 100%, but I'm getting there. Okay, so we've got the Page of Wands to start with. This is at the base of your reading. At the base of your reading, we say this is the card, the overall energy or the overall karmic experience or focus for you over this next couple of weeks, over this time period. And for you, you've got the Page of Wands. Now, the pages are helpers. They help us in some way. They are active. And we talk about them as being messengers as well. But this is new energy coming in, and this is you acting in a different way or behaving in a different way, in a way that is authentic, in a way that you're passionate about. So this is really seems to be for you that you need to be taking action, moving in directions, because it's masculine. It's related to the element of fire, so the planet of Mars. So it's all about, with the masculine energies, it's all about actions that we take, going, spreading, being out there in the world. And for you guys with the Page of Wands, it's as if maybe that's a bit of a tentative step for you, but the focus seems to be start moving, taking action in the directions that you're passionate about, that feel good, that feel right to you. Okay, so we've got a few cards here. Again, these are your clarifiers. I'll know when to pick them. They're already talking to me right now. I think this one and maybe this one. Okay, but I'll keep them face down for now because I don't want to get distracted. Okay, so Gemini, King of Cups is your first card out. So this is for January, the time in January got left. So we've got the King of Cups first of all. Cups is related to the water signs, Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio. So this could relate to a specific Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your life. And if it is, it might be someone who you've got feelings for or has feelings for you, and you might want to take action to move in that direction toward that person. Now, this is a general reading, so I'll do your love readings next week and I'll post them for February next week. So I don't like to specifically link it to love, but it could definitely be love. It could be you moving toward this person that you've got feelings for. The King of Cups has a lot of emotions, has a lot of emotional depth, maybe so deep that the king can't even recognize that in themselves, doesn't really know what to do with all these feelings, doesn't really know what to do with all these emotions, and but he's still willing to take action. And this is kind of like the energy here. This might resonate with you, Gemini, or a cross-watcher, or it could be the other person. But this is really about taking action. This is really that you have feelings strong feelings, deep feelings. And it could be related to love, as I said, or enterprise, business, your own business, for example, with the wand energies. So it could be that you want to move towards someone, or you want to move in a different direction that you're passionate about when it comes to, it's this one, your work and your life. So this energy here, the Five of Pentacles, it could be suggestive of a work situation, but it doesn't have to be. It can still be a relationship. Pentacles is about what we put our energy and effort into to manifest in this world. So our hopes and our dreams, our jobs, our money, our relationships, etc. Okay, now this is the card of feeling left out in the cold. It's number 5, which indicates change. You're going through a situation that makes you think about change, makes you want to do things differently and apply your energies in a different way. It might be that we call it the card of comparison sometimes as well, because it might be that you're looking at other people, they're in love, they're happy in their work, why am I not, etc. But this is a really a card of, you know, with change comes feelings of inadequacy, you know, something happening, a situation occurring that has made you feel inadequate, you know, made you feel not good enough, not worthy enough. So this might be the King of Cups' feelings and emotions. Beneath the surface for the King of Cups, there might be feelings of inadequacy. This could be you, Gemini, or it could be the other person. They could feel inadequate, or this could suggest that someone has been, you know, you're in separation with somebody. You know, you're not speaking to them, you've blocked them, they've blocked you. They're pretending not to feel anything about it. They don't care, you don't care, but actually really you do care, both of you. So it could be that sort of energy as well. Let's have a look at the rest of the cards. Wow, behind me, you've got the 5s, man. You got the 5s, man. So 5 of Wands is it is, you know, relating to conflicts, but it's really about situations. This is the card just linked to it. Sorry, it's coming through thick and fast. The 5s are always about change. They're always about changes that happen. And the number 5 of Wands can relate to conflicts, but it's about a situation, as I said, something actually happening with the 5s, with the 7s. There's something actually happening, things actually unfolding, occurring around you that challenge the status quo in your life, that challenge, okay, so, you know, I'm feeling this way. I say as a shorthand for the 5 of Wands, you know, you have everything that you want with the 4 of Wands. Now, how hard do you want to keep it? How much do you want to keep it? Is it really what you want? This is the these are the questions of the 5 of Wands. It's almost like you have everything. You have everything that you want. You have all the things that you need in life. They have them with the 4 of Wands. So with the 5 of Wands, the universe is challenging you. You know, something might come up. It might be, you know, I'm giving an example. This isn't a specific example based on your individual life. Just an example. So for example, it could be that you finally get together with this person that you've always wanted. You've always loved him or you've always loved her. Finally, you get together with that person. You get together with them. You're dating. It's amazing. It's everything you wanted. It's everything you thought it would be. It's beautiful. 4 of Wands. It's beautiful. It's fabulous. You know, you've got the respect. You've got the love. You've got everything you need. And then suddenly, one of you loses your job. So that challenges the relationship a little bit, because, you know, it's all right at first, but then, you know, after a little while, you know, financially they're relying on you a little bit, and, you know, you feel the strain of that a little bit. You get angry, upset. Whatever happens. That's the energy of the 5 of Pentacles is losing the job. 5 of Wands is, how hard do you want this relationship then? How the universe is saying, how much do you want it? You said you wanted it. You've been banging on about it for nothing else for the last 8 years. So now you've got the relationship. Yeah, he might have lost his job, or she might have lost her job. Do you still want it or not? You know, that's this scenario, basically. That's what it is coming out. Now, it doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen to you in your life, but it's that's the type of challenge that we have, the type of conflict that can happen. But look what seems to come about. It seems to lead to a level of balance. So we can have a little bit of instability, as I said, with the 5 of Wands, because we have to, you know, if you've been in love with someone for the last 8 years and finally they've come back to you and said, oh, I love you, and then one of you loses the jobs, your jobs, and then it's just like you see a different side to that person. They're not good for you. They're not. They're whatever. It's dark. Then obviously that's happened because the universe wants you to see that that's really not authentic to you, that situation, or vice versa. But it looks like it's the opposite of that, because it looks like you do achieve some balance, you do achieve some reciprocity. So if you put the energy and effort into overcoming these conflicts or overcoming this challenge, overcoming these changes, if you put energy and effort into that, you will get what is rightly yours. You will get the reward for the effort that you put in, for the effort that you input. You'll get rewarded for that. So try to overcome any challenges like that, because a challenge, as I said, when it's a five of wands, challenges the status quo of your life. The seemingly perfect life that you've got, or the seemingly perfect situation that you have, is challenged with the five of wands. But it looks like any challenge that you face can be overcome, because we've got this page of wands, we've got this ability, this will to do something, and we've got the six of pentacles, which suggests that what you put in, you'll get out. So if you put the energy and effort into overcoming something, you will get the reward. Now then, we've got the five of cups. So the five of cups is we've had 555 now, haven't we? That's 3 5s. I'll tell you what that means at the end of the reading. I'll find it in the other book, in my book. Whoa, man, you've got a huge amount of change coming on. Look, we've got, Five of Pentacles, which is a situation that makes you feel inadequate and feel bad about yourself, feeling not great about the situation that you're in. So I don't earn enough money, everyone else earns loads of money, I don't earn enough, or I'm single and everyone else is in a relationship, or I'm getting divorced, or whatever it is. That's that type of thing. That's that type of energy, yeah? With the five of Pentacles. And that is related to this King of Cups. So it could be that that's you, or it's another water sign. You're emotionally being affected by the current situation that you're in, okay? In a way that makes you feel bad about yourself, in a way that makes you feel not good about yourself. But it's just a situation, and all situations all challenges are meant to be overcome. Then we've got the Five of Wands here. So the Five of Wands is about, okay, well, fight for it then. The Five of Wands is saying, don't just bloody sit there and bloody moan about it. Fight for it. If that's the relationship or the job or the man or whatever that you want, then then fight for it. Put energy and effort into getting that. And as well, we've got this Five of Cups here. So the Five of Cups is really sad. It's the emotional baggage card, and it's recognizing that that's what needs to change. You need to, if you've got emotional baggage, we all do. But it's about it being it's about the fact that it can impede us. Now, we all have to go through each of these cards at some time, at one stage in our life, at one stage in the year. It's going to hit everyone. And this is, again, it's a situation that highlights where change is necessary when it comes to your emotions. So for you, this card is linked to this. Yeah, it looks like it's linked to, it looks like it might be either working on yourself, as in let me just, because I get distracted, you see. It looks like, okay, that's what it is. Just a second, I'm just listening. See, with the Five of Cups, it's a situation, as I said, that you emotional that you need to change. Fives are about change, and the cups are about our emotions and our intuition. And with the Five of Cups, it's like we don't realise that we're carrying around this hurt, this pain, this upset. We don't realise that we're carrying it around. And you get to that point in the end of January where you actually start to realise the things that have held you back, the emotions that you've been holding on to that really are no longer necessary for you to carry anymore. And that's clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. This card is like focus on fixing you, focus on fixing the part that is broken or damaged, focus on releasing the things that need to be released, because it's hard for you to then get into the next relationship that you want, the next commitment that you want, the next job that you want, if you are still feeling like, oh my God, that work situation was so awful. I hated it so much. I never told anyone I hated it, but it really has actually affected my confidence. Like, it's really, like, I mean, I say this all the time. I was a teacher for I don't know, 10 years up until March. And I don't know, if you're a teacher, there's teachers watching this, because obviously teachers are just know there's loads of us around in the world. But I don't know what it's like where you teach in your county or country or whatever authority, but we used to say, bloody hell, no matter how much work you do as a teacher, you always feel like you're rubbish. Like, does not matter how well your kids do, you know, doesn't matter how good your observations are, how well the books are marked, how much the kids like your lessons, does not make a difference. You always feel like, I'm going to swear, shit. You always feel like shit. You always feel like you're not good enough. You always feel like, you know, you never are going to be, you're always going to be terrible when you're a teacher. That's how you feel. That's how you're made to feel. You know, I could go into it, politics, propaganda, blah, blah, blah. This is why I don't watch the news anymore. But it's like, that could come from somewhere else. And for me, it did. You know, I was like, you know, I'm never good enough as a teacher. Like, bloody hell, no matter how much I try, no matter how much effort. But I realised that I needed to focus on myself. And I put a post out on my Instagram last year, in 2018, end of 2018, saying about changing the world. And I was saying, you know, how do we change the world? You know, you can't change the world by trying to change the world. And that's the truth. You can't change the world by trying to fix it. Don't go out and try to fix other people. Fix you. And that's what I did. And that's what this is. This is you fixing you. This is you realising why you feel inadequate. Realising, okay, why do I not have confidence in myself? Why do I think I'm not good enough? You know, if everything's perfect in my life, why do I still not feel good? That's something you're carrying around, and you need to, one, realise what that is. Two, work on releasing it. Work through it with the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Look at this. Then we have a new start. Woo woo. Coming into... Are you okay, tiny dog? Then we have a new start. Can you see him? Oh, you can't see him. Then we have a new start coming into... the month of February, and this is a card that clarifies it. I'll just turn it back around again. We've got the Magician energy, so this is brilliant. This is the second card in the Major Arcana, number 1. Magician. It's active, it's masculine, it's movement, expansion, growth. It's knowing what you need to do. It's applying your own understanding, wisdom, energy in order to bring about the changes that you want. That's what this energy is about, the Magician energy. Having the life that you want, but you being able to bring about that, you being able to overcome that. And look at the card that clarifies. We've got this 3 of swords, similar in ways, actually, in energetically similar to the 5 of Pentacles, in that, even though it's the 3 of swords, similar in that, I mean, I'm just going to show you that just because it's auspicious and I've just seen it. And that's a 4. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. Anyway. I need a wee. I'm like bursting for a wee. But I'm going to finish this reading first. Okay. So similar in that respect, because it's about feeling disempowered, or about thinking of yourself in that way. It's about thinking of yourself in a way that hold you back. So let me explain. So number 3, oh my God, I need to do a video about the number 3, because I swear to God, that number is like a magical number. It's a magical number. And it's a master number. It's related to the Ascended Masters, the collective consciousness. It's related to, you know, all those good things, you know, Buddha, and that's what we mean by Ascended Masters. Jesus, and, you know, Allah, whoever went before us, those people that went and died before us. And our ancestors. This is what the number 3 is related to. The sword energy is related to our thoughts, minds, clarity, consciousness, communication, what we think, what we allow ourselves to think, what we say, what we allow ourselves to say, etc., etc. Now, it's as if you have been held back, or holding yourself back, or held down, or holding yourself down. And that's because of a situation that has already happened years and years and years ago. that left you feeling like this, weakened, unable to trust yourself, unable to trust your judgment, unable to trust what you're feeling, unable to trust your experiences. And maybe this is why, like I was saying with that teacher story, never felt good enough. Maybe this is why you don't feel good enough, or you haven't felt good enough up until this point. But it looks like we're getting a change in February, and hallelujah. Because, I mean, we have the lunar eclipses. We've got we had the total lunar eclipse on Monday, on the 21st, and we had another eclipse. We had a solar eclipse, part solar eclipse on the 5th of January. We've got 2 more eclipses, one in June, I think it's June or July, and one in December. So we have these very interesting eclipses, and eclipses are very powerful experience, very powerful astrological experiences. But how they affect us here, walking around on the planet, is that emotionally and karmically we come into huge realizations and make huge changes. And for you, it's like you're realizing that this has been something that's held you back, that these have been things that have held you back, that a family relationship, for example, has held you back, has made you feel something that happened to you when you were younger, when you were a child, whether your parents divorced, for example, or you were bullied, or you were hiding yourself, you were hiding your true self from the world, from your family, from your friends, etc. And that's always been something that's disempowered you, like it was for me. So I hid what I do, that I'm intuitive and I'm empathic. I hid that from everybody really in my life, and I realised that it was hiding that actually, and I hid that for many reasons. I know the reasons. It's too long-winded to go into now, but I did hate that for many reasons. And actually, it was hiding who I was that made me feel like this, that made me feel like, oh my god, I'm no good, like I'm rubbish at my job, like I'm never gonna get any better, I'm never blah 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 as a teacher. Obviously I don't feel like that as a tarot reader, but I did as a teacher. But anyway, I digress, darling. So it's as if you're getting this awakening, this new energy coming through, this new awakening, this ability for you to heal yourself and you to realize, I can do this and this will make me feel better. I can do this and this will make me feel happier. Excuse me. And we've got the Page of Cups then supporting that, because this is this is like, again, Cups energy is related to water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. However, this could be like your inner child. I feel like it is. I feel like this is you on the outside, Gemini, king, confident, people know the stuff going on beneath the surface for you, but this is you on the surface in January. Excuse me. Whereas beneath the surface, this is what you're feeling like. You're feeling like this. You're feeling like, sort of, on the surface, everyone sees you like this, confident, you're the king, you're a confident person, you take action appropriately, you do what you're meant to do, you're very measured, etc. People see that of you. But beneath the surface is how you feel. You feel like, oh my God, like, why? Like, this is awful. Like, I just can't, like, I'm just not feeling good. Like, everyone's happier than me, everyone's better than me, I'm not good at my job, like, everyone's getting paid more money than me, like, why am I not getting there? And this is the reason. You're like, oh my god, yeah, like, it's because I'm hiding myself, it's because, like, I need to be a tarot reader, or an accountant, or, I want to start my own business, or I'm gay, or whatever. This is the disempowerment. And I realised that because I didn't do that when I was younger, oh my god, it's keep holding me back, it's holding me back. And then now, this is you. It's like, hello, inner child, this is your inner child, this is you, this is that vulnerable part in yourself that we hide. The vulnerable part of this, if I'm relating this to you, is that vulnerable part of yourself that you're hiding, that you've been hiding from yourself, that has been beneath the surface, so deep beneath the surface that you didn't even look at it. So we're tentative. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink of water. So we're tentative when we actually connect with our inner child, because our inner child is who we are. I mean, I always say, for those people that follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see these little posts that I write. I always say that we are two things. We are who we are because of all the experiences that have happened to us in our life, King of Cups, and we are who we are when we're born. And that's a life, the happiness in life and the equilibrium in life, the Chariot, is about finding the balance between those two things. It's like understanding that, yeah, all these things that have happened in my life, these will all make me a part of who I am, blah, blah, blah. But it's also understanding that, bloody hell, I was born with a gift to read tarot, or I was born with a gift for numbers, or I was born with a gift for music, and I need to, instead of being an airline pilot, when I've got a gift for music, I really need to see which is most, I need to get them into balance. This is what's happening with the Page of Cups. It's like you're realising, really, you're seeing yourself, your true self, and it's scary at first to see ourselves for who we are, especially when you've been hiding for so long. I will check the fives for you, especially when you've been hiding for so long. Yay! It's hard to finally say, okay, this is who I am, or this is what I want, or this is what I'm doing, or whatever. This is my true self. If you're a politician, I don't think politicians watch my YouTube. Well, actually, my nephew, he's not that little anymore, actually. One of my nephews, I've got like 13, I think, 12 or 13. I always forget because there's so many of us. He wants to be, he wants to work in politics, which is hilarious because, as I said, I never ever even watch news anymore on television because I've got a lot to say about politics. But anyway, I digress. But, it's like, if you want to be a politician, that's brilliant. But if you were born a musical prodigy, then you have to sort of, or you want to be an actor, or you want to be a tarot reader, something that, so you've got this really respected and respectable job, but actually within you, there's something else that's really more true, more in alignment with who you are, and you're ready to, it's like the veil. I said this to you in one of your readings. Was it in the yearly reading? I don't know. I said this to you in one of the readings, that you now know how to manifest, Gemini. You now understand it. Some of you have really gone on the journey of 2018, which was treacherous. Treacherous and challenging, but amazing. And look at this. This is the happiest. This is happiness. This is joy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, happy. All the good things in life. Love, being yourself, being free, being you, being authentic, being real, being honest, knowing who you are, knowing what you want to say. That's this card, the Sun card, awareness. And it's about showing that to the world, being yourself in the world, even if it's scary. I mean, look. You've stripped all your clothes off, Paige, and you've gone on and you've got the back of this. But you know what I'm saying about inner child? It's like this idea of inner child. And it's like you listening to your emotions, listening to what it is you want, realising the things that have held you back, realising the things that have kept you down, kept you hidden from yourself, kept you feeling disempowered. You're realising those things now. And it seems that you're willing and ready to take action and move in the direction that is you, that is who you are. And I, for one, am extremely happy for you, Gemini. So well done. Amazing reading. Beautiful. Well, I hope you liked this reading, actually. So if you did, please give it a like. Please give it a thumbs up. Obviously, leave me your comments as well, and share this video on your social media for everyone that you think it might be relevant and helpful to. You can also subscribe by clicking the banner or by clicking my head. And if you click the bell as well, you'll get notifications of when I upload new content. Obviously, it's free, so do it. And don't forget to read the description box below, which gives you all the astrology information for the month, for this month, which is January. I'll upload the February astrology with your February love readings next week. And if you don't already, please follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, Key Wisdom Tarot, for all those extra little snippets that I like to give my followers on there. Okay, Gemini, I hope you like this reading. Thank you so much for your patience and for Key Wisdom Tarot. I've not been anywhere for 3 weeks. Thank you for your patience and your support in 2018 as well. I hope you're loving 2019, and I hope you're ready. Strap yourself in, Gemini, because 2019 is a wild ride, okay? Thank you so much for being here. Take care, my darlings. Bye.